Before we get started, let's all mute. And I'll go ahead and get started. This workout, as I've mentioned before, is extremely adaptable, so do what you can. I'll often say things like, okay, let's do 15 reps, but you can go ahead and take it up to 20 if you're more comfortable, or down to 5 if you're more comfortable. And then the format of this is we'll just do our regular warm-up, and then we'll do some leg exercises and some arm and core exercises. And again, if you haven't yet muted, please go ahead and mute. And let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with a 30-second run in place. So everyone run in place for 30 seconds. Go ahead and go. And after this, we're going to do some jumping jacks, again for 30 seconds. So we're about halfway there, done running in place, and then we'll switch to jumping jacks in about 10 seconds. So just get your blood pumping. Okay, and switch to jumping jacks. Hopefully at the end of this warm-up, we'll be breathing heavy, ready to get started with some of this strength, but this is just a cardio warm-up, just to get the blood flowing. So in another 10 seconds, we'll switch to high knees. Ready, switch. Try to get your thigh up as high as possible. And we'll hold, and we'll keep running for another 15 seconds, and then switch to butt kicks. 10 more seconds here. And ready, switch. So try to make your heel touch your bottom. You might feel a slight stretch here. That's normal. I'll just do this for another 15 seconds. I hope you're breathing heavy. I am already. Okay, another 5 seconds here. We'll do a little bit of a plank. All right, let me teach you the variation of the plank we're gonna do today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get down in a plank like this, but today we'll touch our opposite shoulder, like so. So again, in the forward view, get down in a plank, just touch your opposite shoulder. And we'll do this for 30 seconds. So ready, go. And then after we do this, for 30 seconds, we'll switch into a side plank. And we'll do a little bit of a variation on that from what we normally do in our warm-up. Just so I can teach you the variations of all the exercises. Okay, ready? We can switch into our side plank. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drop our hip and lift it. Drop it, lift it. Drop it, lift it. Go ahead and start. We'll do this for 30 seconds. I'm timing it. Go ahead. Another 20 seconds. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And then we'll do some squats. Two more seconds. Okay, and go ahead and switch to the other side. So again, drop, lift, drop, lift. Another 10 seconds here, and then we'll do some squats. Okay, good job, guys. Now we're gonna do 15 regular squats, which look like this. And go ahead and get started. 1, 2. And you guys can go ahead and count in your head from here on out. Since I know some people are doing more, some people are doing less. And after this, we're going to do squats with a curtsy. Continue up until you get 15, if you can. I have about 2 more. And then squat curtsies look like this. You do 1 squat, and you curtsy down, another squat, and curtsy down. And we'll do 10 of those. And go ahead and get started. So again, squat, down on 1 knee. Squat, down on 1 knee. And that's 1 rep. And we'll do 10, if you can. And then after this, we're just gonna get a sip of water and take a minute to catch our breath. And that'll be our warm-up. And after that, I have a lot of new fun leg exercises and arm exercises for you. Just 1 more. Okay, good job. Grab some water, take a little bit of a break. And since we just warmed up, I can teach you some of the stretches that I do. They'll be the same ones as we always do. But just catch your breath for a minute. And then we'll get started. Okay, thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, good job, I see thumbs. So let's start with our arms. So reach your left arm over towards the right and stretch out your shoulders. So your arms should be crossed. I'll move up a little closer to the camera. So left arm reaches over towards the right side. Right arm hooks the left arm and pulls it back. Yeah, there you go. And now switch arms. So right arm reaches over to the left side. Left arm hooks the right arm, pulls it back as far as possible. You should feel it in your shoulder. Again, there should be a little bit of a hook here. And pull it towards the left as far as possible. I see some of you corrected yourself, good job. Okay, now let's stretch our triceps. So left arm touches left shoulder. Right arm pulls left arm back as far as possible. You should feel tension right here. Hold that. You can keep standing. I'm just doing it close to the camera, that's why. I just want to see everyone doing it. And switch arms when you're ready. Okay, good job, everyone. And now, we'll just reach over to one side. I'm reaching over to my right side. You should feel some tension right here, some stretch. And then roll over. Touch your right toes. Try to get your nose as close to your knees as possible. Legs should be shoulder width apart. Knees not bent, so straighten your knees as much as possible. And then hold. And when you're ready, roll over to the center. And we'll hold this for another 10 seconds. And then go ahead and reach over to the left side. Try to get your nose as close to your knee as possible. Again, keep your legs straight. Feet should be shoulder width apart. Good job, everyone. And then stand up And reach over to the left side, stretch out this way. Whatever side you haven't done yet. Okay, good job. Now, we're gonna stretch out our quads. Hold on to something if you need to. It's not an exercise on balance, but pull your heel up towards your butt. Stretch out your quads. You should feel a bit of a stretch right here. Again, if you need to hold on to something, go ahead and do that. The main part of this exercise is just to feel a stretch. It's not to balance or anything. And then we'll switch. Good job. And then put your feet together. Roll down, touch your toes. We'll hold this for 10 seconds. And then cross your right foot over top of your left. Again, roll down, touch your toes with your feet crossed. And hold for 10 seconds. And then after 10 seconds, we'll just switch, touch our toes again, but with left foot crossed over right. And go ahead and switch. Left foot crossed over right, touch your toes. Okay, now we'll sit down, feet close together, and touch your toes once more. Try to get your nose as close to your knees as possible. Point your toes. Legs should be straight, so no bent knees. And then we'll cross right foot over left, like this. Put left elbow on right knee. Push the knee back and look over your right shoulder. If you feel twisted, you're doing it right. Okay, so now we're gonna switch. Now this time right leg is extended, left leg crosses over right leg, right arm on left knee, pushing it back, and head looks over the left shoulder. I'll just hold that. And then spread your legs out as far as possible. Reach down to the center. As far as you can go. It's okay if it's not very far. That's also how I started. I just stretch every single day. And then reach over to the left. Point your toes. Knees straight. Try to get your face as close to your knee as it can go. And then the same thing on the right side. And then we'll start after this. After holding for 10 seconds, we'll start with our new exercises. And we'll start with the legs. Okay, let's get started with our leg exercises. So what we'll start with are jump squats. That looks like this. So you squat, jump, and land in a squatting position again. And that's 1 rep. And we'll try to do as close to 15 as you can. Ready? Go ahead. Squat, jump, squat, jump, squat, jump, squat. And count in your head. Do as many as you can. Let's try to do 15. Okay, good job everyone. So now let's do regular lunges. They look like this. we'll do 10 on each foot, alternating feet in between. Go ahead and get started if you haven't already. So just bend over on one knee and pick yourself back up. And try to do 10 on each foot. Okay, good job. Let me check my notes really quickly. Okay, yes, next we're gonna do a single leg deadlift. So what that looks like is you start with your feet together. If you're moving your left foot, right arm goes out in front of you. And what you wanna do is lean over and come back up. So you wanna try to be as controlled as possible. It's okay if you don't get it right away, but don't turn your foot out. Make sure your feet are parallel the whole time. And the point of this exercise is not to get your foot as high as you can. That's not the point. Just try to stay balanced as much as possible. And we'll try to do 5. Ready, go. So left arm, left leg moves. And just try to stay balanced. If you need to put it down, you can. Okay, and then we'll try it on the other leg. So now, right arm is in front, right leg moves. Go ahead, try to do 5. And try to do them slowly if you can. Okay, good job everyone. I think I had one more planned. Yes, okay, so we're going to do, 2 more planned actually. 10 lateral lunges, or side lunges. So feet shoulder width apart, one side, other side, that's 1. So go ahead, we'll try to do 10. So go on one side, other side. Lean towards one side, and then the other side. And do as close to 10 as possible. Bend one of your legs at a time. That's how to do this exercise. Body should stay straight. It's just the weight that's shifting from one leg to another. Okay, I just have one more to do. And then I'll show you the next exercise, which is toe lifts. These ones are simple. Put your hands on your hips and just lift your heels up. Like this. We'll do 20 of these and it'll start to burn in your calves if you do enough of them. So try to do 20. Good job. Now I'm going to sip of water, take a break. How did that feel, everyone? Good? see a thumb? So let's get started on our arms and core exercises, if you're all feeling good. We'll start with 15 sit-ups. So get down on the ground, lay down on your back with knees up, and just regular sit-ups. Come up, get back down. Try to do 15, if you can. Try not to lift your toes off the ground and instead engage your core to pull yourself up. My arms are crossed. That's not the only way to do this. Some people do it with their arms in front of them, like this, or above their heads, like this. I like to do them with my arms crossed. I have about 3 left to do. And then I'll show you how to do a reverse plank, which is the next exercise. Okay, so the way to do a reverse plank is you get down on your forearms and you lift your body off the ground like this. Or you can do it on the palms of your hands and again lifting your body off the ground. So the goal is to get into a straight line, but arms behind you and butt off the floor. Okay, looks like some of you have the right position, and I'll time it on my phone for 30 seconds. Ready, go. And just hold. Try to lift your bottom up. You should look like a line. We're about halfway there, a little over half. Hold it for another 10 seconds. This is an exercise I don't do very often, so it is tough for me as well. Okay, and go ahead and drop. Next, what I'll have you do is 5 plank up downs. So what that looks like is you get into a plank position, go up on your palms, back down on your forearms like this. And I'll show you again from a front view. So you're in a regular plank position in your forearms. You go up on your palms and back down on your forearms. And we'll just do 5 of those. When you're ready, go ahead and get started. So now what we're going to do is just 5 to 10 regular push-ups. You can do them on your knees like this. I'm going to do them on my toes. And go ahead and start. Okay. Once you finish that, we're going to do some dips. So knees up, arms behind you, pointing towards your feet, and dip down and back up. Body should look like a tabletop. We'll do 15. We've done these before. Okay, so once you're done that, we're done the whole, all the exercises that I've planned for you today. I'd love your feedback, and good job, everyone.